Hey everybody, it's Christine up today for Simple Stories using their new Hearth and Home collection. And I say this regularly, but this is my new favorite from them. Absolutely gorgeous colors, absolutely gorgeous elements, and they just knocked it out of the park with this one again. So I am using a very big family picture for this one. It definitely has a home feel to the collection. Like there's some recipe cards and things like that. So you can definitely focus in on that. I didn't have anything real great for that at this moment in time. So I decided to just do a family picture from the fall that coordinated nicely with the collection. So I am using nearly everything, a piece of everything within this collection, because I wanted to challenge myself to really make use of a wide variety of products in this one. So yes, that is unrealistic probably for the everyday person. You're obviously not usually going to get the entire collection, but I just wanted you to see how seamlessly they can all work together. And also, it's good for me to dive into all the stuff that they send me. So I am obviously using this big picture, and I'm using that really pretty mustard yellow for my base. And then the This Is Us page comes from the 6x8 paper pad. One of the things I love about the 6x8 paper pads is there's always 3 or 4 pages in there that are different from the 12x12 paper, that they have like giant titles on them, or things that you can use as giant titles. And so that is what this one specifically is. Next, I'm going to add some border stickers. These come from the sticker book. And so I'm going to do a straight one first, in that it has a straight edge. And then the next one I'm going to do is going to have a scalloped edge. So I'm going to do 2 on the top of the picture and 2 on the bottom of the picture. This was an easy way to bring in some additional patterns and color without it being totally overwhelming. And the sticker book has a thinner sticker. It's not the cardstock like you have on the cardstock sheet. These are thinner paper stickers. So they don't have the same durability in that you can't like put them down, pull them up, put them down, pull them up like I do a lot of. But there's a great variety in them, and there's a lot of things in those that you don't get in other spots within the collection. So I really like them for that. For example, the border sticker page like they have right here. And then there's letter stickers and all kinds of different stuff that you can use. I'm going to build some clusters next using page pieces, using bits and pieces, using journaling bits and pieces. All of those are going to be worked into my clusters, as well as a lot more that you will see coming up. I started with the page pieces because there are some bigger pieces within that, and that's always a good jumping off point for clusters. And as you can see, I am popping those up with some 3D sticker or some 3D foam adhesive. Next up, I'm going to bring in some chipboard and work that into my clusters as well, focusing on the florals specifically to tie into the floral clusters that I've already got started. So this is probably my favorite part that I did on this layout. I pulled out the chipboard frames, and I am going to use this house. I'm going to tuck my cluster underneath it and use it to kind of frame my cluster. So this was a super fun way to add a really unique element to it. Kind of wish I would have thought of it before I put the cluster down. However, it still worked really well for doing that. I'm also going to work another one of the chipboard frames in a little bit. And this just shows you that those chipboard frames, yes, they're initial idea use is to use them for photographs. However, you can use them as part of a cluster. You can use them for borders. You can cut them. You can do whatever you want with them to make them work within your own layout style. So I'm going to use the journaling bits and pieces to work some little words into my bottom cluster there. Just pulling out a couple of words that work well with the picture that I have. And just a simple way to include a little more meaning and story behind the photo itself. As I mentioned earlier, you can always cut up chipboard frames to use them, repurpose them for something else. So in this case, I am cutting up this scalloped edge one, and I am going to tuck that into my cluster, both at the top and the bottom of the picture, to create a frame coming out, or to create a border coming out from it, bringing black over to that side of the layout a little bit more. And I just really liked the way it looked. I was taking a chance, always a chance when you cut something, but I really liked how it looked in the end, so I was glad I took that chance. Now, their puffy stickers are not something you have seen me use a lot. I use tons of their foam stickers, but not their puffy stickers, partially just because they're smaller in scale, and so they don't always fit in. But this was a challenge for me to make sure and try and use them. So I saved some of my little elements within the clusters to use both the decorative brads and the puffy stickers. So you can see I'm adding decorative brads to my flower centers, and I'm going to add in puffy stickers just as some additional elements, smaller elements, but not teeny tiny. They're not like enamel dot small, but smaller elements to the clusters. There you have it. So a very straightforward layout with lots of elements on it, but showing you how well all those elements can work together within a collection. And I'm adding on just some of the foam stickers, and I will quit after that, making use of everything in the collection except the enamel dots and stamps. So thank you so much for stopping by today, and we will see you again next time.